Hello everyone, and welcome back to another motivational video of building a house here in Ghana. If it is your first time seeing this video, my name is Gigo, and we are back at our old Ningo lands, which is going for sale. We have a lot of acres of land here in Ningo-Prampram, which is in the greater Accra region, right? So the last update that we did on this land was when we came to demarcate some of the land for our subscribers. And I mean, if you go to my playlist, which is called The Buying Land, you will see, the update of that video, and also, I mean, what you could do with this land, right? So today's updates, I mean, we have an investor here who wants to invest in a large quantity of land. I won't disclose that, based on, security and all that. But I mean, this investor, we know what he can do. I mean, he has a roofing sheet company. He has a lot of farms, a lot of business. So here, I mean, Mr. Kwete was trying to, convince him to come up with, something that will help the local people as well, right? Which will help the young guys in the community, which is Ningo-Prampram, because most of our buyers from this land are buying in acres, right? They are buying a lot of acres, which was something that we didn't really expect, that we'll have a lot of people coming in showing much interest with this particular land. We also have people that are also interested in one plot, two plots, 1 acre. It is also possible, right? But I mean, today's video is more to update our client that have made purchase, that there's something big coming here, so that they'll also get an idea what is happening, and they can also plan towards that in the future. So here, the buyer came with his surveyor to survey the land. I mean, pick the portion that we will be selling to him, so that he will go and do his checks, run his stuff, and if everything goes through, which we believe it will, because their land is registered. So if you register, if you go to the office, you check, it will show up, and that is what the guy is doing, using the satellite to capture the land, because this person is buying like a huge, I mean, it's more than, we're talking about more than 20 acres here, even more than 50 acres, right? Like I said, he's a very business person. And I mean, for those that are familiar with Ningo-Prampram, I mean, you will understand, the development, how fast this place can develop, right? About come to 22, 25, right? About come to 25, the winner 10 years ago, or let me say 15 years ago, wasn't, that much developed. But the massive movement from Accra towards this location is amazing, right? And also having affordable housing there, right? So I would say from this land to the airport will be roughly 1 to 1.5 hours, depending on the traffic. From here you can easily go to Aqua Safari, which is in Adam. You can go to the Shire Hills, also to the Volta region is easy from here to Accra. So it is a very strategical area to look at in the future if you want to do anything, right? But most of the people that are buying here are looking at buying and holding. It is more about buying and holding at this moment, because I mean, they are developers. Like I said, the people that are coming in here are more developers, so they are like looking at buying and holding. But whilst they are holding, they have to make good use of the land or protect the land. And I mean, it is a vast land. You cannot make a big fence wall. So what most of them are doing is, give it to some of the farmers to farm on it, or they will also invest into farming. If you watch my previous video on this particular land, you saw some of the crops that are growing here. It is very good for pepper, it's very good for tomatoes, for maize, depending on the season, right? On the season. So I mean, for those that have made purchase here, I will come updating you whilst if there's any new buyer, we'll come, we'll make videos to show you how the place is developed. And trust me, in 2 to 3 years time, you'll see a different development in this area. We will have a drive-through. So this is the drive-through from Ningo-Prampram, from old Ningo to the site, right? And I would say pay attention to the street light, which goes all the way to the land that we're talking about. From Prampram, let's say from Ningo-Prampram, the beach, right? So from the beach to the land is about I'll say 15 to 10 minutes drive, depending on how you're driving. And you can see the road. I mean, it is not a tiled road, but you can see how huge. And you can see there is plan here. There's plan to work on this particular road. This road leads all the way from Ningo to Chopoli, right, to the ECOWAS road, which is Accra Flower Road. This road leads all the way there. So that's why you can see how expand it is with all the street lights, which you have to pay attention. There's also water on the site. From the water company of Ghana. Ningo-Prampram is well planned, right? It was well, planned. So access of electricity and also water are available on the land. So whilst we are driving, to the land, just pay attention to, the environment, for people that wants to develop it in the future, or people who wants to also do something with it. The drive-through might, trigger something, an idea, because you'll be seeing what other people are also doing on the land, right? And as I said earlier on, people are buying in acres. So you might see a house, and then maybe after 50 seconds of drive, you will see another house. But that doesn't mean that, people are not building, because people are buying in acres and they just want to build something on the land to protect it, or build a farm house, right? So you see one house here and then a vast land. And then this video was taken in December, which is the dry season. That's why you are seeing most of the the weeds, and everything looks brown. But during the rainy season and stuff, it is greenery, at this location. So if you are looking for investment deals in Ghana, I would say this is one of the best, you can ever get, at this place, right? So it is not far from it is in the capital region. It's not far from the airport, and also it is very, fast developing area. You can see for yourself, the houses which are coming up, and you might just, I would say, if I have the money, I would just buy, some few plots, acres, have my farm land there, use it, for farming, and be waiting for the development. Like, this particular house you just see there, be waiting for the development. When everybody shows up, when everybody is ready to build and there are people coming around, the prices goes high and you can sell it, back, right? So one thing with this particular, lands, right, in Ningo-Prampram and Prampram itself, is that you don't see the development coming. You don't see that people are building one. No. Because people are buying in acres. So the development moves very fast, right? So you'll be there this year. The next year you get there, a huge land is gone, and immediately someone buys like maybe 10 acres and start developing it, the prices goes high, right? So that's one thing with this area. It is different from you buying in central region, or you buying in eastern region or Volta region. I'm not saying those places land are not good investment. They are. But if you want fast, if you want something you want to own and be able to sell it faster, this is one of those deals that you should consider. There are some properties you can buy, and selling it back to the market will rather, reduce your profit. The margin will be less, or you not even make a profit, you just break even, or you even lose money. But with this kind of investment, I mean, you can see around, it speaks for itself, right? It speaks, and the price are very reasonable. So one plot is going for 4,500 US dollars, right? For just one plot here. And by looking at what is around this place, right? By looking at what is around, the roads are demarcated. I mean, it is not tiled, but you can see that the roads are well laid out. That means there's plan. There is electricity poles around, meaning if you have your high tension there, you are ready to go. So I mean, who wouldn't like to invest in this kind of land, right? So I mean, this is just not for you. I mean, it is not just about you buying and building your house, but it's also looking at developments in the future, right? So that's why I'm putting out this project. I'm putting out this land out. It is more about securing your future, because that's what I see here. I see the future in Ningo-Prampram, right? I mean, if you Google it, you don't need so much to, I mean, if you look at the development in this area, the affordable houses coming. I mean, from here to Tripoli is just, I would say, 10 minutes drive from the land to Tripoli. And I mean, we all know what is happening at Tripoli, right? So then I think this brings us to the end of today's episode. If you are interested, with this land, please do, send me a WhatsApp, and then we will take it from there. Thanks once again, and I will see you in my next episode. Like, do we?